The public struggles to trust the donation process because of all the myths and misconceptions that are out there about the process itself.
The dominant narratives that tend to hit the public are stories related to maybe confusion around death declaration, not understanding the complex technologies that are now introduced in the field. There are several new improved methods for increasing the number of organ donors across the country, and those tend to be the stories that hit the headlines.
Healthcare providers and organ donation win the trust of the public when the public is able to see the outcomes after organ transplantation. Most people know someone who may need an organ transplant, and when they see their loved one do very well, they begin to understand that the process is good for the public. The Gift of Hope Organ Donor Care Center at Rush was opened in September of 2024 to optimize organ donation. Our initial goals when we opened was to place 2 organs per donor, and since we've opened, we've been able to achieve 3.6 organs per donor.
The center provides a dedicated space for organ donation where organ donors can be cared for, new and cutting-edge technologies can be applied, and we can really ensure a very positive experience for both the staff working on organ donation and the donor family. The center provides a dedicated space, a 6-bed ICU, 2 dedicated ORs, and a family lounge, really tailored to ensure that the families have the best experience and the staff is able to optimize the gift of the donor.
This team is actually kind of a hand-picked unit. Everyone's involved, everyone knows the techniques that have to be done, everyone's experienced with it, and there's great communication because basically everyone's almost like on an equal basis.
We are uniquely qualified because of the partnership between Gift of Hope and Rush. The coming together of these great advancements in technology, the expertise in donor care management that Gift of Hope brings, and the nursing care, all of the various ancillary services and hospital environment that Rush provides.
Working directly with Rush streamlines our process because of the vast amount of resources we have available to us. We also have a dedicated staff here at Rush that knows everything about the donation process, and so can really help smooth the process and make it a lot quicker.
For the donors and the donor families, coming to this space that's just very sacred about donation, everybody is educated and very passionate about it, and so we take the very best care of the donors and their families when they come through here. We also, with having everything here on site at Rush, it really increases the efficiency of our process, so it really cuts down on our case time for us to be able to help that family move on with their grieving process.
Transplant is not possible without organ donation, and this partnership allows us to really optimize the gift of life that donors give. It brings these organs to our transplant recipients in a much more efficient manner. We're able to shave days off of the organ donation process, and it really overall enhances transplant across the state and nationally.
When a donor is transferred out of an ICU at an outside hospital, that opens up a bed for another patient to go into the ICU. The donor is transported here, and we have time to optimize organs for transplantation in this specific unit.
Donor management's important because our job is to take imperfect organs, maybe damaged in some way, shape, or form, and manage them to optimize transplantation into an appropriate recipient. We don't want to give them imperfect organs, and we try to perfect them as much as we can within physiologic limits.
This partnership with Rush really showcases what others can do. By having really strong communication and working together, you can build something wonderful and very quickly, as we were able to, and really be able to maximize that gift.
This center and centers like this across the country really bring awareness to the process of organ donation.
We are improving organ utilization and transplantation and increasing the numbers of available organs for patients who need transplants. This center sets an example for organ donation done the right way as we're optimizing increasing the number of organs placed per donor and using their gift to save more lives.